All right, so for my first player spotlight video, the first player I really wanted to talk about is the senior forward from Mount Notre Dame, Peyton PK Kohls. Um, I mean, there's just so much I can say about this kid. But before I get into all of that, I just want to give you a little backstory on how I found out about her in the first place. Um, and this is so crazy. I'm known to, travel from city to city all over Ohio, like, all year long, especially during the fall soccer season for high school. And man, I ran into a referee that knows me. I can't remember exactly where it was at. I want to say that it was maybe at Mason. I'm pretty sure. I know it was during it was like during a preseason tournament, and the referee goes, "Man, how often are you in the Cincinnati area?" I said, "I come up here pretty often, checking out players, checking games out or whatever." He said, "Man, uh, do you ever go to Mount Notre Dame?" I said, "No, not really. I see their games when they come and play like Beaver Creek or Centerville or, one of those type of schools." And he goes, "Man, there's this kid up there at Mount Notre Dame. Her name's Peyton." He couldn't remember her last name, but he remembered her name was Peyton. And he goes, "Man, you got to go check her out, man." He's like, "I'm sure that you're really going to like this player." And I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go check her out." I'm just, I didn't, I hear that all the time, but I do go and check the players out, and I find out that yeah, they're good players, but uh, there's a lot of good players. You know what I mean? No disrespect to anybody, but so I did, man. I already knew who she was because of stats, and I've seen them play in the past against Beaver Creek. I think it was Beaver Creek when I seen, and I know her stat. I knew her stats. I knew she was good, but man, something about her junior year, it was just a whole different level, man. So I went up there to Mount Notre Dame, and I watched the girls play, and immediately. I mean, immediately I was really impressed by this kid. Like her soccer IQ is above what I would think is. I think it's above uh the normal soccer IQ for a person her age. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept watching her, and I got really interested in her. So I just kept watching, and like during this, I can't remember exactly who they were playing in the game, but. I'm just watching how she moves on and off the ball and how she communicates with the teammates. The shots that she's taking. She wasn't just taking a bunch of really wild shots, and uh, she was taking a lot of really intelligent shots, smart shots, high percentage ones, and it looked really good. And the fact that she was helping move the ball the way that she was, she's more than just a forward. She can play, she can be your team's facilitator. You know what I mean? She could be a team's engine if she wants to. And she's not a one-dimensional player, and that's the thing that I thought was spectacular about her. I see a lot of really awesome players all the time. Like, Ohio is, chock full of, a lot of talent, man. Ohio is a gold mine for talent when it comes to this sport, honestly. And because I don't know why, but the players here just seem to develop at such a fast rate. And so, man, I remember texting the referee. I have his phone number. I texted him and told him, "Man, thanks for putting me on. I think I just became a fan." And from that point on, I became a fan. I talk to Peyton every once in a while on Instagram and stuff, and just to pick her brain and things like that, see what she's thinking about stuff. And she's an intelligent player. This is her senior year. So I'm expecting her to have another breakout year. Last year, she was the best player. Period. She was the Gatorade Player of the Year. That entire season last season belonged to her. She led her team to the state championships, and they won. What was it? A 4-1? Was it 4-1? Over? Yeah, I think it was a 4-1 win. So. Man, I mean, this kid is awesome, man. She's must see TV. On and off the ball, she's an intelligent player. Like, there was something she did. No shade to the Beaver Creek girls. You guys know I'm a strong Beaver Creek soccer supporter. No shade to the Beaver Creek girls, but man, last season she torched them. I mean, there was their game in the state tournament, man. There's something that she did that just it solidified her place in my mind as the best player in the state, And what she did was, okay, she's attacking and she's by herself for a moment. She's attacking and she's heading straight towards two defenders, right? And you understand that she's a forward, okay? So instead of heading straight towards the goal, she sees the two defenders and starts to head towards the corner. A lot of players would go ahead and try to force it in between those two defenders, try to get a shot off, and, most of the time they would fail. But what she does is she sees the two defenders, literally turns, like makes a really sharp turn with the ball and starts heading towards the corner because I think she's just trying to see if the defenders are going to follow her out there. It's a trap. And that's what they did. She took two defenders out there with her. That's what we talk about when we talk about gravity. Sometimes there's some players that are so good, you get so worried about them scoring that you kind of overcommit a little bit, All it would have taken is one player to go out there and challenge her when she went out towards the corner, but two players decided to go out there. And since two players went out there, there left a big old gap inside the box for one of her teammates to squeeze through and get a shot, and they scored, that's intelligent soccer, man. That is intelligent soccer right there, and it's beautiful. And she's such a she's not, like I said, she's not a one-dimensional player. She's a player. She can take you one-on-one. She can take you on the dribble. You know what I'm saying? If you're matched up with her one-on-one, then most likely you're going to lose that matchup. She's one of those type of players. She's one of those players who you get the ball in her hand. It just kind of makes you believe. You can see it in her teammates. When she's getting things going, you can see the energy in her teammates rise. Even during her off games, even in the games where she's not scoring, she's still committing, helping move the ball. Just being there, applying pressure on the defense. It's a beautiful thing to watch. And like I said, she's must see TV. She's committed to playing at Xavier University, and I think it's a perfect fit for her with Xavier's attacking style of soccer. I think it's a perfect fit. So she's awesome, man. And then when I watched her play against Centerville, I keep talking about this goal. Oh my God, man! Look, that was probably the most memorable goal of the season for me, because of the effect that it had on the crowd, the effect that it had on the players, and just the way that it happened, the entire setup, all of that. It was just something crazy. And it was crazy. The game against Centerville, it went into overtime. It was a tie score 0-0. Somebody had to score. Somebody had to be the one to step up and be the hero. And who better than your best scoring weapon? You know what I'm saying? Like, she gets the ball. I want to say maybe she was about 25 yards out. Possibly about 25 yards out. And it's just insane, man. She's being covered. The defender is, doing a pretty good job covering her. And you pay attention to all the other players in on the attack for Mount Notre Dame. Centerville's defense was doing a good job of covering them, okay? So Peyton gets the ball. She's at the 25-yard line, She's out there about 25 yards away, maybe. I don't know. But I just know that she gets the ball. I think that probably everybody in the stadium is expecting her to pass because it's wild. It would be wild for her, to take a shot from that distance at this point in the game, from the angle she was at, and under the coverage she had. So nobody expected a shot. Okay, nobody expected that, and then boom, game over. I mean, it was wild, man. I mean, the shot sounded like a cannon went off for one, and it was a left foot shot. I know that she works with both feet, so that left foot, it really isn't really a weak foot, but she takes that shot with her left foot and she drills it from 25 yards out, man. It catches everybody off guard. Her own teammates didn't expect that. I didn't expect it. The crowd didn't expect it. Nobody expected it. The goalkeeper for Centerville, she saw it like at the last second. She saw it coming at the last second, and she was just like just a second too late, and it was just over, man. And I felt bad for the Centerville girls, but at the same time, I was amazed. Like, I'm just, it's a ballsy move, man, to take that shot. Like, I don't think people understand how ballsy that move was. I'm always encouraging players to, if you see an opening, if you have the opening, you have the shot, take the shot, man. Go ahead. There's nothing stopping you. And well, she does it, man. This kid she's the one, man. She's awesome. I think I don't know if I've ever been more confident that a player that I'm watching has a chance to, go on and be a professional soccer player. Like, I believe that's last year, man. She was the best player and she was a junior. There's no telling what she's going to do this year in her senior year, So, and there's no telling what she's going to do in college, man. She's always working. I watched the training videos and stuff. Like, she's always working, man. Always. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I love when a player invests themselves into the craft like that. It's a beautiful thing. So, she's the one, man. I'm telling you, this Xavier is lucky. Xavier's lucky, man, to pick this one up, man. I'm telling you. She's going to be a force up there. I know she is. I can't wait to see how this season works out for them. I know they have a whole different season, as far as they have players who have graduated and things like that. But, when you have a weapon like that, it's just, you can't have a bad season, So I guess we'll see what happens, man. Like, she's awesome, man. For any of you who are like me and are soccer nuts, I'm encouraging you to go and check this player out. I'm telling you, she's worth the price of admission. She's awesome, man. I'm telling you.